Welcome to DIY with Ashley. For today's tutorial, we'll be making a nursing dress in less than 30 minutes. Now before we begin the tutorial for today, I just want to apologize in advance for not turning on the camera mic while recording. So I'm going to have to do a voiceover and try and remember everything that I'm saying in the video. Alright, so at this point in the video, I've already introduced myself and the project, and now I'm introducing my production assistant, the baby. Okay, so now to get started, here are the supplies we're going to need. You're going to need instant style fabric, which is basically fabric that's already ready to be sewn. You just need to put one seam in it and you have a dress. You will also need pins appropriate for the type of fabric that you're using, a measuring tape, as well as a rotary cutter or scissors, whichever you prefer. To make the straps for the dress, you'll need ruffle elastic that is 5/8 in width. You're also going to need nursing clips that are either 5/8 in width or 3/4. I used 3/4 because the ruffle part of the elastic was a bit wide and it fit better in the 3/4 width. I'll add the link to the Etsy store where I bought the nursing clips in the description box below. Oh, and before I forget, you're going to need a sewing machine for this project. So to start, what we're going to need to do first is measure our bust. Go ahead and measure around the fullest part of the bust. And once you have that number, go ahead and subtract anywhere from 2 to 4 inches, depending on your desired fit. Now that you have your measurement, you want to go ahead and purchase that amount of fabric. And be sure to wash your fabric before you start sewing to avoid any shrinkage. After we washed the fabric, it's time to start sewing. So we're going to go ahead and take the two edges, fold the fabric right sides together, and start pinning along the back seam. Once we're done pinning, we're going to go ahead and take that to our machine using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. If you have a serger, feel free to use the serger to finish off the edges. If not, don't worry, you can just leave it alone if it's a knit fabric. Alright, so now that we've sewn the back of our dress, it's time to attach the straps. We'll start by finding the center of the dress. So what you want to do is find the center back seam, fold the dress in half, like I'm showing you right now. And you're going to take a pin and mark the dress. Go ahead and pin through both sides of the fabric at that center point. From that center point, you want to measure about 4 inches out on the right side and 4 inches out on the left side. That's a good starting point for the strap placement. You might need to play around with your straps to make them fit nicely, but that's where I place mine, 4 inches from the center on the left and the right. And then you're also going to do the same on the back side for the back strap. But don't worry, we're not going to sew anything yet because we need to attach the bottom half of the nursing clip to the dress first. For the bottom part of the nursing clip, what you want to do is cut 1 inch of the elastic, and you're going to fold that over the bottom loop of the nursing clip and sew that onto the dress. And don't forget to change your stitch setting to a zigzag stitch or a stretch stitch, since we are using elastic. Now to make the longer portion of the strap, what you'll need to do is cut 2 16-inch long pieces of elastic for your straps. And you're going to go ahead and take the other half of the nursing clip, fold one end of the elastic strap over it, take it to your machine, use the zigzag or stretch stitch to attach that to the clip, and then go ahead and attach the other end to the back of your dress. So you want to use that measurement, the same distance from the center that you used in the front, to attach it to the back of the dress, and again use a zigzag or a stretch stitch. You may notice that the nursing clip portion that goes to the longer strap has an additional loop at the bottom. For this tutorial, we won't be using that bottom loop. Often in ready-to-wear garments, that loop is used to attach an additional piece of fabric so that you can sew it to your shirt to help keep it up while you're nursing so it doesn't fall down. Once you have all your straps sewn together, it's time to go ahead and hem your dress. Originally, my fabric was maxi length, so what I did was determined how long I wanted my dress, which was about knee length, and I went ahead and added 1/2 inch to that and cut the fabric. If you're not working with a knit like I am, go ahead and add 1 inch to your hem because you're going to want to turn under 1/2 inch and then another 1/2 inch to create that hemline. If you don't feel like pinning and sewing your hem, you can also try Steam-A-Seam, which is a tape that's fusible and will permanently create a hem once it's ironed. If you're sewing with a knit, go ahead and use a double needle or try using your blind hem foot. After you've finished sewing your hem, your dress is now ready to wear. You've done it! You created your own nursing dress in less than 30 minutes. Now go enjoy your beautiful dress.